Hey yo, what's good reader fam? Today I'm bringing you another episode of The Book Cook, aka The Book Bake, because I've yet to actually cook anything, and again, today I'm gonna be baking. Today's video is being sponsored by Harper Christian, and this recipe comes directly from To Best the Boys by Mary Weber. Like, I literally finished the book and there was a recipe and I was like, I can't not make a book cook episode. It's gotta happen. There's a recipe right here screaming at me to make it. Wouldn't that be obnoxious if recipes actually screamed at us? Thank the Lord they don't. But anyway, that's how we ended up here. That's why I'm making this episode today, is because there's a recipe in here and I can't not make it. I've gotta make it. To Best the Boys is actually the Booksplosion book of the month for the month of April, and our live show is happening on May 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the Booksplosion channel, which I will leave a link to down below in the description. Go subscribe! This book takes place in this town where every year there is this competition that takes place in this labyrinth of sorts, and it's for boys only, and the winner of this competition gets this scholarship to this boys only university. Our story follows our main character Rin, who is trying to find a cure for this disease that is affecting her mother. She's doing everything she can with her father to try and find a cure, but they keep running into dead ends. She feels it would be really helpful if she had some kind of education, if she was a scientist, so guess what she does? She disguises herself as a boy and enters the competition in hopes of getting a scholarship to the university. As you can imagine, it ends up being chaotic. I read it recently and had a great time with it. I will be sharing more of my thoughts in the live show and also in an upcoming books I've read recently, but today I'm going to be making the recipe that's in the back of the book, and that is for Labyrinth Cakes. They seem to be these sweet, citrusy kind of cakes, and I'm really hoping that I can do them justice. So let's get started. If you're following along at home, here's what you'll need. Butter, wapa, white baking chocolate, powdered sugar, eggs, flour, oranges, cardamom. Where's the cinnamon at? I forgot to get it out. Cinnamon, cinnamon, where are you? Cinnamon, which I just realized I'm out of, so I gotta go get some more. Brown sugar, some heavy cream, oh, so heavy, and some vanilla. Okay, it's time to get started with baking. I was feeling super confident this morning. I'm like, I got this.
I can do this. This is easy.
And then I actually looked at the directions and I was like, wow, this is gonna be a challenge. I am still very much so an amateur when it comes to things like baking and cooking. I know next to nothing, so this could easily go very terribly wrong, which seems to be a running theme throughout this series. But the more you do something, the more you learn, the better you get at it, so that's the attitude that I'm gonna go into this with. I'm sure to make mistakes, but I'm gonna learn in the process. So let's get to it. The first step on here is to preheat the oven to 425 degrees, so let's do that. Donezo! I haven't made any mistakes yet, even though we're only one step in. But hey, you've got to acknowledge the small victories. They count just as much as the big victories. Next, we must lightly butter 6 muffin cups. So I'm gonna butter these up. Fill me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down. Butter, butter, butter. Butter, butter, butter. I might be too intensely buttering these, but I like butter. The more butter, the better. Butter, butter. Okay, I think I buttered those enough. Nailed it! Hopefully this is what lightly buttered means and isn't too intense, because sometimes I can get a little carried away. So we set that aside for now, and the next step, in a small saucepan, we must melt the butter and white chocolate over low heat, stirring it regularly until smooth. So let's move closer to the oven, shall we? Welcome to my oven. His name is Fred. His name is not Fred, I just made that up on the spot, but I guess we'll just go ahead and call him Fred. So Fred is going to be helping us melt our butter and melt our chocolate together. So I guess I should turn the oven top on. That would be helpful. Gotta melt it over low heat. I'm gonna say like 3.5 is low heat, maybe? That seems pretty low to me. I hope it's low enough. So we've got our butter here and we've got white chocolate, which is superior to all other chocolates. I love white chocolate, it's my favorite. We also didn't get just any kind of baking chocolate. This is premium baking bar white chocolate. I'm probably crushing the chocolate as I do that. We only picked the most high quality, top class, top notch, bougie ingredients on this channel. You know it's fancy when you can't even pronounce the brand name. Girardelli. Girardelli. Hello, oven. Hello, Fred. Is that what I decided to name him? Fred? I think so. Girardelli chocolate. Top notch. The best chocolate out there. I'm lying. I have no idea if it is, but it was the first white chocolate I saw and I was like, get in my cart. This feels very Willy Wonka right now. Is there gonna be a golden ticket in here? Am I gonna get to go to the factory? The chocolate factory? There's no golden ticket. Okay, so we're gonna be using 4 ounces of the white chocolate to melt that up. I'm gonna cut up the butter. I don't know if you have to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I feel like it might make it easier. here. I probably should have cut up the, you know, chocolate as well, but did I do that? No, I didn't. My bad. And now we let it melt, I guess. I've never melted chocolate on an oven top. That's how amateur I am. I've always just done it in the microwave. I'm the kind of person that when I find something that works, I don't like to mess with it, but I thought that I would be brave today and try something new. Guys, I'm so brave. I'm melting chocolate on an oven top. Bravery. Did anybody else watch Mary-Kate and Ashley when they were kids? They're like little detective show that they had. And one of the episodes they went into this haunted house and they sang the song about bravery. Bravery. Dun dun dun, bravery. Probably not. A lot of you probably don't even know who Mary-Kate and Ashley are. Michelle Tanner, anybody? Hey. Okay, I need to read the directions. Stirring regularly until smooth. Crap. Let's get to stirring, I guess. Oh, this is dangerous stuff right here. What if I drop the book? What does smooth look like? That's, I guess, not smooth because there's butter chunks. While I stir this, have an author fact. It's time for an author fact. Mary Weber wrote to Best the Boys last year when her sister was in school. She was earning her degree in the very male-dominated STEM field. Along with that, her daughter was entering her first year of college. She was inspired by their experiences and her own in a world that is still, unfortunately, pretty sexist. Okay, I think I got it to a smooth consistency. It seems pretty smooth to me. I think it's smooth. I hope it's smooth. I hope I didn't just jack this up. Now we have to add in the powdered sugar, so I'm gonna add in a cup of powdered sugar. Random fact about me, but I hate the way the powdered sugar feels. Like, it is disgusting. It gives me chills all over my body, and not the good kind of chills, like the I hate everything about this kind of chills. Not that I ever just like randomly go and touch powdered sugar because that's weird, obviously, but every time I've had to make something with powdered sugar, I hate everything about it. Am I alone in this? Anybody else? Maybe? No? I don't know. 1 cup of powdered sugar. Don't want to touch you. Please stay away from me. Okay, that's like 1 cup. I also hate the fact that powdered sugar just kind of gets everywhere. So messy. Unnecessary. Stir in the powdered sugar. So I'm gonna do like chunks of it at a time, I feel like would be a good idea. Not do it all at once. Lots of stirring today. We like to get stirred up on this channel. We like to stir things up. I hope I'm doing this right. It's starting to get pretty thick, but it's also looking kind of clumpy, and I'm like, is it supposed to be clumpy? Is it supposed to look like the consistency of oatmeal? This concerns me. Okay, now I must add in the eggs. So what I'm supposed to do is just add in 2 eggs, and then I'm just supposed to add in 2 egg yolks. I've never done just egg yolks. Open sesame. Ah, that was not very good. Plop! In goes the egg. Oh crap, and there goes an egg piece. Gotta fish that out. Got you. Aha! Alongside powdered sugar. I feel like I've talked about this before. I hate eggs. I gotta focus because I gotta get the egg yolk and not the messy stuff. So maybe I should do the messy stuff over this. Successfully got an egg yolk. I don't think I did that correctly, but I also don't really care because I got the job done. Eggs are disgusting. I don't mind them with like baking stuff because I know that they're pretty necessary to stuff, but like scrambled eggs, not a fan. I love that I'm just holding this yolk in my hand. Disgusting. In you go. All right, now it's time to whisk it up. I wonder how long I'm supposed to whisk it up. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. A part of the next step is having some orange peel. I've never grated an orange before. I'm sure it can't be that hard since I talked about a lot of things that I don't like in this video. I love oranges. Okay, so I just need 1 teaspoon of the grated orange. Yeah, success. It's a little bit more than a tablespoon, but we're gonna go with it. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Next, I add in 6 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bada bing, bada boom. Next, we need to add in half a teaspoon of cardamom. Risky, risky business right here. Okay, that's enough. That's definitely enough. And then I need a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon, which I found some cinnamon, so I didn't have to go to the store. Thank the Lord. Definitely not gonna do this over this because I will dump it all, and that's not gonna happen today. No, thank you. Perfect. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Now we mix it all together and come up with our grand concoction. This actually is looking really nice. I'm surprised. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it for the biscuit. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it for the biscuit. Okay, now we gotta put the mixture into the muffin pan. I wish I knew how much to put in. I don't really know how much, but I know that they rise quite a bit in the oven, so I'm gonna do just like halfway. Feel like that's okay. All right, now they're ready to go into the oven. We've already preheated the oven to 425. These are gonna go in for 10 to 13 minutes, just depending on how brown they get, and then we'll take them out. While we move on to the next step, why not another author fact? It's time for another author fact. Mary Weber is the queen of Bookstagram. I mean, I'm personally giving her that title because I love her feed. It's better than mine will I'll ever be in. Her pictures just make me so happy. They're so bookish and wonderful. Go follow her at Merriweber Author if you want your feed full of beautiful book pictures. I mean, come on, who doesn't want that on their Instagram feed? All right, now it's time to make the caramel sauce that we're gonna drizzle all over the Labyrinth cakes. Okay, we're going with medium heat this time. For this, we need butter, of course. Next, we have a cup of brown sugar. Whoa, that just plopped out. That's fine. Half a cup of heavy cream. In she goes. Need a teaspoon of vanilla. Whoop-ah! And now we stir, stir, stir. Lots of stirring today. Oh my gosh. I just realized I didn't put a timer on the cakes. I just estimated that they need 5 more minutes. Hopefully that's right. Yikes! I really don't want to screw them up. While I continue to stir my life away, here's another author fact. It's time for another author fact. In the book To Best the Boys, each stage within the labyrinth is inspired by STEM, from science, technology, engineering to math. All of these things come to play in the labyrinth. Okay, we're setting the sauce aside to cool down. The cakes are almost done. They've got a minute left and they're actually looking really good, so I am pumped. Maybe I didn't screw it up after all. Oh, I thought I was gonna beep again. Okay, time to take them out. Ta-da! They look pretty good! I'm pumped about this! Here's to hoping they taste good and I didn't screw it up. Guys, they didn't turn out half bad. I'm actually super impressed. I mean, they're a little browner on the bottom part, but I think that's okay. I don't think they're burnt. I hope they're not burnt. I will say I don't love the tops on all of them, but hey, they're different. They're unique. They stand out. I'm gonna go with the middle cake because I think it looks the best. Hope you didn't hear that, other cakes. I'm gonna drizzle this and try to make it look super fancy like they do in super fancy restaurants. AKA the ones I can never go to because I can't afford them. I'm already failing. I'm gonna take some of my orange peel, go over it. Ta! Now that is aesthetic if you ask me. Oh yeah, whoop-pow, whoop-pow, whoop-pow. This is the proudest I've been with the outcome of anything I've made on this series. At least when it comes to visuals, like I am the most pleased with this one. I'm hoping that I'm just as impressed with the taste. It's taste test time. Will it live up to all the hype? Going for a bite. Oh my gosh! I made something that I like! It doesn't taste horrible! Oh! So good! It's not too sweet. It's got a nice flavor on the outer coating, if that makes sense. This is so good, yes! Ah, I did something good for once. This never happens. That's it for this book cook episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. You guys should let me know down below in the comments what your snack of choice is while you read. I don't really snack while I read, so if you're the same way as me, then let me know down below in the comments what your beverage of choice is while reading. I feel like I say this a lot, but mine is coffee, in case you didn't know. I want to know yours. Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe, or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright and that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye! -oh!